There's a parody video I saw on Instagram. It was really funny. It was this woman being woken up from sleep by a man chasing her with a chainsaw. So she's running out of the house. She's terrified, screaming her lungs out, running down the road, and the guy is not quitting, just chasing after her until they get to a point. Then the guy just stops chasing her. The woman stops as well. The guy clicks the time and is like, that's it for today, and walks away. Turns out that this is a new way to motivate you to actually get out of your ass and actually exercise. And I found it to be so funny because how it links perfectly and it's a beautiful display of what we actually do with our own growth and evolution. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining how this beautiful parodic video, and it was really funny, actually ties to our spiritual growth, our transformation, and even our evolution in different areas of our life. So hi, my name is Eva. I'm an intuitive healer. I work with two modalities. One which is based on working with the Akashic records. It's called soul alignment. And the second one is called quantum flow, which is all about the rewiring of your nervous system and helping you to release any deep-seated wounds and trauma that might be stuck as memory within your body, not just in your mind. But I'm going to be explaining more on these two powerful techniques at the end of this video, so make sure you tune in until the end. So back to this video. I want you to picture yourself as this woman lying in bed, which is what most people do with their lives, on an individual level and also as a collective, where when things are not hard, when there's not so much pain and suffering and all of that, we lack the motivation to do whatever we know we're supposed to be doing, right? So we sabotage ourselves. We don't actually put in the effort into doing the work we know we're supposed to be doing because it's really not that motivation. Like life is just comfortable. It's easy. It might not be the kind of life you imagine or want for yourself, but it doesn't hurt as much to motivate you to get out of your way and do something about it. This is how most people go through in life. And maybe you who's watching, maybe that's something you start with. And it doesn't matter which area of your life. It could be your health, it could be your finances, it could be your relationships, where you're just getting by. You're not there yet, but you're like, whatever it is, whatever I have right now, that's enough. And this is not what your soul put you here to do. You're here to grow, to evolve, to transform. And that doesn't happen through stagnation, which is where most people get stuck. So what does the soul do? We always get these intuitive nudges to start working on ourselves, to get out of that comfort zone, to get out of stagnation and do something. It's the little video you're gonna watch that's gonna inspire, like, oh man, I want that kind of body or that kind of health. I should do something about it in the back of my mind. And then after a couple of minutes later, you distract yourself with something else. You're like, I'm going to do that next month. I'm going to start that next year. And come on, like we are just halfway down the year. And I always like referencing to the resolutions or whatever it is, your goals or your whatever kind of intentions you have set for this year. You're already halfway down the year. What have you done with them? Or even for this month, in the last couple of months, what have you actually started working towards the vision that you had for yourself? Maybe not even this year, maybe in the previous years. Because most people will just keep on postponing because, again, as long as it's not hurting bad, I can get by. Maybe I don't have the body of my dreams, but yeah, what I have is comfortable enough. I don't need to work for more. I'm comfortable as it is. Maybe I don't have the kind of relationships I desire, but because I'm just not feeling motivated to go out there and actually get the kind of partnership, get the kind of relationship, both friends with family wise or even partner wise, because I'm not motivated to want or work towards my vision, I'm gonna get by. I'm gonna make excuses for maybe the people who don't treat me the way that they're supposed to treat me because I just don't feel like going and starting this process again and giving myself over to another person. And this is what you do in your life. You just get by and you're not here to get by. Your soul never grows in stagnation. So it will likely shoot fires here and there just to nudge you to get out of that stagnation, to get you to do something. So you could have a health care here and there, maybe a bit of drama in your relationship, maybe not too much, just a little bit, just to be like, yeah, this is not the kind of relationship I want, just to spark that idea. When you get the health care, you're like, okay, fine, now I really need to start working out. I really need to start watching out for the kind of food that I eat. And then you wake up a couple of days later, back to the usual, still stagnant. And this is where life takes us, because at some point, your soul is gonna be like, okay, this person is not getting it. So you're clearly gonna have to turn up the heat. And this is where the person with the chainsaw comes. Gonna make you run outside the house terrified, out of your mind. Not because they wanna hurt you, but this is the only way to get you off your ass. So, and the funny thing is that it will make the situation so painful and so scary to the point that even going back is not an option. So, can you imagine you're this woman who's been chased with a man with that chainsaw? You're only, the only thing in your mind at that point is, I have to survive at all costs, right? So you're gonna run like you never run before, just so that this person does not catch up to you. This is what the soul does. It will close all those doors or make it so that it is so impossible for you to actually turn back and go back to where you came from. And you don't want to be there. You don't want to be the woman who's been chased down by a chainsaw just to get yourself to work out. Because you've got all these nudges. Hell, this video is a nudge for you. You have all these nudges, and your soul is just trying to entice you. Just wake up, maybe once in a while. Maybe 2 times in a week, make up just 30 minutes earlier and maybe do a little bit of a workout. Maybe just be mindful of what you put in your body, what you eat, what you consume. Just be mindful. You always get those nudges. But if you're not listening, guess what? You're gonna end up with a chainsaw chasing after you, running for your life, making you so terrified. And this is why I'm saying transformation doesn't require you to go through that kind of fear or trauma to get you to move. You're already getting those nudges. Listen to them. Don't ignore them. Start doing something. And I'm not saying you have to do it big. See, when the spiritual nudges come, that's your invitation to start working on a plan. They don't have to have everything figured out. It could be, you know what, maybe I'm just going to start by working out 2 days in a week. That's enough. It's not a lot. And then you can build up on that as you go. But get started. Because when you get to the chainsaw moment, there won't even be an option of, I have to start work. It will be like, boom, cutting out so many things from your diet because without that, you won't survive. It could be if you don't start working out, your body's just gonna give out and it's gonna stop working. You don't want to get to that level. So when you're starting to get those urges, that is the opportune time for you to start taking action on whatever it is you need to work on. Don't wait until it gets very, right at the very end for you to wake up and say, okay, now this is hard. Now this, I have to do something. You don't have to. And I think most people that sometimes we just, I think, I don't know. And just, I want to know your thoughts on this. Like, do you think that this is something we're trained for? Where we're so addicted to the suffering, to the suffering, until it gets to a point you're like, okay, now I'm at rock bottom, now I gotta go back. Like, I don't know, is it like a dopamine release or something? And I'm asking because I also struggle with this from time to time, where I wait until the very end before I'm like, okay, I get it now. I have to start working out on whatever it is I need to work on. Why is it that we do that? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Share in the comments, please. Yeah, but that's my message for you today. Whatever nudges, including this video that you're getting that you need to start working on, whatever you know you need to work on, start now. Don't wait until 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the line or even next year. Start working on it because by the time you get to that level, that will be your chainsaw moment. And I do not want that for you. And this message also applies to the collective because I think the whole world is going through a huge transformation, a huge like we're being catalyzed into our own evolution. But so many people are still stuck in the past. They want to hold on to how things used to be and want to drag us back to where we were. And I don't think that's going to happen. We're being given as a collective an opportunity for us to evolve and be better versions of ourselves. That doesn't happen by us going back to how things used to be. We gotta move forward. We're literally facing the chainsaw moment as a collective. But of course, you have no control over what other people do. You only have control over yourself. So I'm going to ask you, what are you going to start doing right now to avoid getting to your chainsaw moment? So again, share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to also subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any time we share out any kind of content. So I did promise I was going to share at the end of this video how there's two modalities I work with that I coach my clients with, which is actually part of my new program called the Frequency Recalibration Program, where I'm going to be working with you one-on-one for the next 6 weeks just to help you truly realign with your most authentic self-expression. Most people have actually forgotten who they are based on what the world has told them, and not just here in this current lifetime, in so many lifetimes that your soul has existed on this plane. That you've made choices, you've made decisions that took you away from your true authentic expression, and by doing so, took away some of your power. And how does that look like in real life? You keep on attracting the same kind of scenarios, the same kind of situations that are not actually serving your highest being, in your health, in your relationships, or even sometimes in your finances. You keep on attracting the same kind of circumstances, kind of like a broken record, and you're like, what is going on? Why do I keep on attracting these patterns? There's a reason for that. In my 6 weeks frequency recalibration program, I'm going to be helping you identify the root cause of why that keeps on occurring. I'm going to help you get in touch with your true authentic, who you were actually created to be before you started making all these choices that made you negate your true authentic self-expression, made you forget who you are, made you forget your power. Everyone has a beautiful, unique gift that they're meant to tap into and create with when they're living in this current reality. But most people, because they're not in touch with who they are, leads to the kind of life we're living right now. So in my 6 week program, we're going to be going deep into who you actually are, what your gifts are, why or not you show up the way you do, why these patterns have been showing up in your life over and over again. And I'm going to be showing you how to get past those patterns by helping you make different choices, giving you the power now. Now that you know who you are going forward, are you going to keep on making the same mistakes? Or are you going to do better so that you can actually awaken the true power that and mastery that you know you have deep inside you that is in alignment with your soul calling? So no waiting for the chainsaw moment, because now you'll be working hand in hand with who you were meant to be at a soul level. We'll be getting that with the soul element reading. And then with quantum flow, we're going to be releasing all these things that have been stuck as memory of who you are, who you no longer are. Because a lot of us are carrying stories from childhood, from even our caregivers. Some of the stories we have within our body are not even our own. It's the things we picked up from the environment, with people who are taking care of us, from the people around us, from the experiences we had, and we made them our truth. And right now, they're not serving us. They're just creating circumstances that don't bring out our best self. So with quantum flow, we're going to be using breathwork, sound, and movement. You're going to be getting beautiful activations just to help you break down this memory within your body. Once you do that, and trust you me, you're going to be waking up to a whole new you after those 6 weeks. You're going to be waking up and falling in love with who you're becoming. So if you're curious about this, maybe right now you're just listening, you're like, that's so good, but is it a good fit for me or not? I'm going to invite you to book a discovery call with me. You can find the link to that in the description box down below. Book a discovery call with me, just a 15 to 30-minute call where we're going to actually dive deep into, is this program a good fit for you or not? I hope I will get to see you on the other side. For now, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.